Howdy, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the Bauer 9-inch variable speed drywall sander. Now as we look at the box here, we can see that we can go from 600 to 1500 RPM. This is a corded model, it is not a cordless. Let's go ahead and get this unit out. So in here we have our handy dandy owner's manual and safety instructions. We're going to have our sanding discs. Got 2 pieces of 60 grit and then 2 pieces of 120. And then we have 2 pieces of 220 grit. And also included in there is an Allen wrench. And the nice part about it is this is actually a wobble style Allen wrench. We have a storage container. That is awesome. I like having storage bags and boxes for my tools. And of course, we're gonna have our vacuum hose, because the whole nice thing about doing it with this kit is you're able to use a shop vac whenever you are using this tool to keep the dust down. Now we have the tool itself, and it looks like for assembly of the tool, it has a hinge on it. So we bring the hinge over and then we clip on and pop down. So very simple. And then you can see we have our motorized head here, and then we have our vacuum hose that goes on the head. On the head, we also have an indication of which way it spins. And then on the head, we have the typical hook and loom. Most everybody calls it Velcro. So this is where our sanding disc is gonna go. And then of course it has this very stiff bristle around the outside. So this is going to stop dust from going out away from it, but it's also going to be sweeping the surface as you're going across it. So it's a double purpose.
All of this just works.
But the nice thing about this one is you can actually see it down in here. We have LEDs that go all the way around this head unit. Looking at the hose, it's connected here with the hose clamp. So I'm gonna be monitoring that to make sure that it doesn't pop off. But I actually appreciate that because as you use this through time, this may end up getting a hole in it just from repetitive usage. And so this actually will allow you to swap it out. So I actually really like that. We've got our main handle here and we have a speed up and speed down, and then the switch itself, but we're still not fully assembled. We actually now have the rest of the handle. So to assemble this, you'll see that this is not a perfectly round tube. We actually have more of an egg shape with a flat part on the bottom. So the flat part is actually going to go towards the bottom of the unit. So we're just gonna take that and slide it in. And then we have our collar here that needs to slide in here. Well, to do that, we actually have to untwist this collar here. And now the whole thing can slide up, and now you can tighten. And there we go. And now our handle is where it's supposed to be. Then you can untighten it, and you can actually pull your handle out a little bit. And there you go. So that is your maximum extension that you can have with this. And it does come with a lanyard that you can put up over your shoulder to help you carry it and hold it. And there we have it completely collapsed. Now it is front heavy. So if you are a little bit on the weaker side, then you may end up having to hold it more like this. And even then, it's still pretty heavy.
You need to have muscles.
It's not gonna be an issue for me, but some people it may be a problem. And then to hook up the vacuum cleaner, we simply take our hose and we slide it into the end, pushing in firmly. And then we can take our other end and put it into our shop vac. They did include this adapter, and it looks like the adapter is actually to go down here. So for the adapter, it looks like we just need to pop out this portion. And then we can pop on this portion and actually change which adapter we are going to be using for our vacuum cleaner. So if we measure our head here, this one's going to be 1 3/4 inch outside diameter. Now on the inside here, you can see that there is a collar. So there is the chance that you can get a smaller hose to actually go inside this one and nest inside the other one. And then this one right here, we have 1.5 inch outside diameter. So let's look at the total length of our hose. So if we go from one end to the other, we are 51 inches from one end to the other. So that would be roughly 129 centimeters. Now let's extend this out completely and let's get another measurement of it and see how long it is that way. So fully extended, we are just over 160 inches, or that's roughly 406 centimeters. Let's go ahead and take this and let's plug it in. It is a polarized plug, but it is not a grounded plug. So there's low speed, and then it is completely variable, and it is not notches, it is just a smooth turning dial, so you can select whatever you want with it. But it is definitely pretty loud. Now you'll see that the LED was not on. The LED actually has its own switch on the top. So we can turn on the LED, which will then come on whenever we turn on the unit. Let's measure how long the cord is on here. So from the end of the extension cord to the body itself, we are 160 inches. So let's go ahead and take this now and collapse it up and put it within our storage container. So we're gonna take the handle and we're gonna unlock it, and we're going to fold it back upon itself. To get this into the bag without causing any problems, we definitely need to remove this section. It's not a big issue. This thing is so simple to undo anyway. And now we can store that into the bag easily. And then we have our hose that we put in there, and now we're gonna put our hose adapter in here as well. And then of course, we are going to have any type of discs that you might have, and those probably should have been put in first. And then we have our Allen wrench for adjustments and whatnot. Then we simply close it up. Now on the outside, you can see there are no pockets on this unit. There are no pockets here, and there are no pockets over here.
Pocket sand.
Now the reason I bring that up is because if you have all of this stuff sitting in the bottom, for example, the Allen wrench, that Allen wrench is now gonna be floating all around in here. And if you just take this to the job site and you turn it upside down and you dump it out, well, there goes your Allen wrench. For things like this, I like to see the ability to store this on the tool itself, because when you need it, you're gonna need this tool. If you don't have on-tool storage, then I definitely want to see a cranny, a pocket, something on the side where I can slide this into it. The other thing I would like to see is this base is not stiff. There's some type of a foam pad that's in there, but you can take this thing and you can roll it up. What I would prefer to see is give me a section of this on the end that has a square piece of hard plastic or melamine or something like that in it, to where I can take these, and there's a Velcroed pocket that's here that I can slide them into, put the Velcro on top, and then I don't ever have to worry about where are my sanding discs and is the sanding disc. So that's my preference whenever it comes to something like this. So future improvements, Harbor Freight, would be to have something like that in the bottom of this, just so this unit could be that much better. So this goes over the unboxing and assembly of the Bauer variable speed 9-inch drywall sander. And I will be using this in the coming months. And as I do, I will be sure to come back and actually give a user review with this as well. And that's primarily what this channel is it's user reviews. And the whole idea is that I use them and actually do use them, and then show you guys if they hold up or not, or if I'm having problems with them. Like some of the tools behind me. There are a few that I've had that are junk, unfortunately. Go back and watch my original video talking about DeWalt and an issue I had with a DeWalt tool. If you have any questions about this particular tool or any of the tools that are behind me, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. I like hearing from you guys, especially comments like this one. Thanks for watching.